All right, so at the International Baking and Industry Exposition, rocking around Las Vegas, it's awesome, as you can see. Last day, we're just wrapping up, and things are really cool. Looking for coffee professionals, which is awesome. And I ran across Ariel with Gavina Coffee Roasting, and he's going to tell us about his side of the industry and his thoughts on where things are going.
Yes.
All right, so like I said, we're here with Ariel with Gavina Coffee. How long have you been doing this?
Hey, my name's Ariel. I'm with Gavina Coffee. We're a coffee roaster out of Los Angeles, 4 generations family owned. I've been working for the company for about 17 years now, so I have a little bit of experience. Traveled the country, meeting new people, understanding the coffee industry, so it's been a really fun adventure. And I'm really excited to be here and to be at the International Baking Show. It's our first time here. We're with Eversys, and we love the partnership and we love the teamwork.
Why coffee? What led to you choosing coffee versus wine or baking or any other industry?
So why coffee, right? Well, my family has been in coffee for 4 generations, so since 1870. So for me, I was born in coffee. As a little kid, I remember going to the office and going to the factory and understanding the machines and the equipment and how to roast coffee. Now, why did my family get into coffee? Well, it was an opportunity at the time. When we moved to the United States in the 1960s, we saw coffee as a great opportunity for us, and we made our home in Los Angeles. Coffee, much like wine, has a lot of similarities, especially even the beer industry today has a lot of similarities. You have people who are really professional in dialing down the recipes, dialing down the roast, and sharing a really good cup of coffee. There's something special about that.
There is. So take us through it. You have to source the beans, right? You bring them in. I imagine there's different roasting methods. There's different sources of the beans and different aspects of the bean that you want to draw out during roasting.
Yeah, so to serve a good cup of coffee, you have to start with good green coffee. So having trusted suppliers, having trusted vendors, and really understanding that complex taste profile and having that continuous profile year after year is very important. So at Gavina, we dedicate a lot of our resources to our quality department, making sure that the coffee that we order is the same coffee that we buy, and making sure that we have consistent cups year after year. The coffee market and the coffee world is always changing, and in the last year and a half or so, we've really seen that. So for us, sacrificing quality is not an option. So typically that means you have to adjust, and you have to roll with the different markets that's going on. But to find a really good coffee, you have to have trusted lines of suppliers, and then you have to have a really dedicated team to understand and test that coffee to make sure it's what you want.
So that would be the deciding factor between mass-produced, run-of-the-mill, everyday coffee and gourmet coffee.
Yeah, so there's different types of coffee in the coffee world. We have specialty coffee, we have commercial coffee, and depending on the grade of the coffee, the cup of it, even like the defects in the coffee, that's going to grade it to see if it's considered specialty or commercial. There's big markets for both. Specialty coffee is ever growing, but the commercial market also still seems to be the largest one globally.
Wonderful. Great segue. Let me ask you this. We're in a changing world. We're in a changing industry. So as it stands right now, where do you see the biggest challenges to the roasting industry?
Yeah, the coffee market, the coffee world has gone through a ton of craziness in the past year and a half. It's no news that coffee prices are growing, and every day it seems that they're increasing more and more. It seems that supply might be under. It seems that demand is overwhelming supply. Here in the United States, we deal with also a lot of tariffs right now. That's no news. What it ends up doing is costing us a lot of money, a lot more money than normal, to import good coffee. We're seeing that a lot of people are trying to find the right coffee at the right price. It's just a difficult time for the industry. We're holding in. We're still able to adapt, and we're still in it for quality coffee. We don't take any shortcuts, but it's challenging. It's a challenging thing, and it's where you have to really diversify, and you have to really understand the market and stay on top of it, and try to catch the right deal at the right time. It's a big part of it. So being privy to the market is extremely important for for success in the coffee world.
That's excellent. I imagine that trade shows are a big thing for you guys. The energy, the exposure. What do you think? If you had to name one thing that could be done better from your aspect of the roastery, what could be the one thing that you would be more happy to see?
Yeah, so we do a lot of trade shows. This is our first time here at this show in Las Vegas at the International Baking Expo. And it's a great show. We've had a lot of great response. There's not that many coffee roasters here, so we really like to put our best foot forward and show people the amazing blends that we have. Now, you always wish that you could try to educate people about coffee a little bit. It's part of the trainings that we do is we try to educate our customers about coffee and understanding what does coffee mean, what does good coffee mean, what's the difference, how to evaluate coffee. And something that we all have to be aware of is that there's no more cheap coffee anymore. There's none of this like low grade coffee that people are used to. We take it for granted getting free coffee at a hotel or complimentary coffee, but nowadays we're seeing that coffee is so expensive that it's not going to be much of an option in the future. So educating people about coffee, educating people about the coffee market. It's coffee is known to be the second largest commodity in the world behind oil. It does differ every once in a while, but it's known to trade on the C market, so it's a commodity. And understanding that coffee, the reason why you're seeing your coffee is so expensive at the store or so expensive at the coffee shop is because of this bit of an industry crisis that we're seeing. Educating the public about coffee, about the coffee market, is something that I try to show, so that way they're not surprised when they see if they're getting hit with tariffs or they're getting hit with these increased prices. It's something that we're always adapting to. So yeah, educating people about coffee, the taste, but also the commodity of itself. That's something that we try to promote a little more.
Well, it's really good information, and people are always curious about all the aspects of coffee, and that's what we're trying to do is take the mystery out of it. Break it down to what it is. It's coffee. Here's what happens from the bean to the machine. So thank you for your time.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks, Harley. And I hope you guys enjoy the show. Quick little shout out, Gavina Gourmet Coffee. We're in Los Angeles. If you have any questions, go ahead and give us a ring. Find us on our website, GavinaCoffeeSolutions.com.
Look them up. Thanks.
Awesome. Thanks.